Clark over Horston, hits a three. Knows no bounds.
Horston's got to come with hands up. You can't let Clark see the... Clark off the switch, found Smith, who laid it in. That is now 13 assists.
Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark, pretty step back, hits a three.
Got a little separation. Now with a knee injury.
And that's the way to push the ball in transition.
Oh, that's not gonna waste much time. Caitlin Clark has her second three-pointer. After a rough start. Clark, a little bit of daylight.
This is that inbounds play. Caitlin to Aaliyah Boston. And Aaliyah Boston sets a great screen. It's a slight flare, but just enough space.
Caitlin Clark, a name that's become synonymous with excellence, energy, and electric basketball. She's not just playing the game, she's redefining it, one play at a time. Born in West Des Moines, Iowa, Caitlin Clark was destined to make an impact on the court.
Had the final say. First lead for the Liberty that didn't last long as Smith puts the Fever back on top.
She has done throughout her career at multiple levels. Tina Charles just had 2 points against Indiana in their last possession, but Caitlin Clark.
This game, the pace of this game, I'm not quite sure who it's benefiting. I guess you have to say the Wings right now because they're up.
Clark turned the corner.
But then again, here comes the Fever using the same prescription.
Or just close more quickly.
Clark zips it in. In fact, Benlay finishes. What a dart from Caitlin Clark.
Slips the screen, like beautifully delivered. We talk about
Katie Lou Samuelson can't hit the long two. It stays here with Indiana. Clark, a deep one. You bet! A Brooklyn logo bomb from Caitlin Clark.
From a young age, she showed a unique flair for the game. Quick reflexes, a deadly shooting stroke, and perhaps most notably, the court vision of a seasoned pro. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
It is Caitlin Clark able to clear for Indiana.
Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physicality of Benijah Laney. The with which Caitlin Clark handles right here. She crosses sides of the floor, she gets her hips and shoulders past Laney, and she leads.
Just a few shifts, a downshift there, the deceleration, and the finish at the rim.
Clark goes behind her back to get by Odyssey Sims, and that electrifies the crowd.
her ability to have great footwork is so fun to watch.
Still loose on the floor. Mitchell's been really active defensively tonight. And Clark launches for Mitchell. She gets rewarded.
Mentioned 7 lead changes, 10 ties. Largest lead for either team has been 7. Clark with the kick out to Samuelson. At the end of the quarter, knocks it down.
Clark airballs the 3. Smith keeps it alive. Clark with the shot clock fading. Great look, and Smith lays it in.
Beautiful. And then Caitlin Clark here, that this could be jail, and instead she delivers the pass.
Let's dive into what makes Caitlin Clark one of the most exciting players in basketball today. First, let's talk about her scoring. Caitlin doesn't just score, she scores in style. Whether it's deep threes from well beyond the arc, crafty floaters in the lane, or confident pull-up jumpers in transition, she's a threat the moment she crosses half court.
She sets it.
Indiana's gotten it done inside the arc. Here is Clark with some space. Clark behind the back. Oh, showing off the moves. It's busted and it's too easy. Now a 17-point deficit. Shot clock is off. The Fever can play for the final possession. Nobody picks up Clark, so she takes it in and lays it in. It's an and-one for Caitlin Clark, who's putting together a first-half masterpiece.
First year with the Liberty and the WNBA. Phoebish, the rookie, defending the other rookie. Caitlin Clark.
Leonie Phoebish is known for a very versatile, long defender.
You can still establish yourself as a leader, as a future leader for the franchise. And that takes a little bit of perspective. And Caitlin Clark, she's going to get so much attention that she can find players cutting and moving.
And when the defense thinks they've figured her out, she'll blow right past them with a smooth drive to the basket.
She's up there with rebounds, up there with steals. And she'll take the first three-pointer and knock it down and treat the fans to that.
Indiana trying to look inside. Going through this zone, cross-court pass, Clark to Mitchell. Big three for Indiana, and it's Clark's 13 assists.
That's where one guard is just a lot stronger than the other because of her experience and maturity.
Nice look from Clark, and Smith lays it home. So you have 2 assists and a bucket on the first 3 possessions.
Maybe big threes and D.
We can come up with something. We'll workshop it.
Maybe big threes and D.
We can come up with something. We'll workshop it.
We're workshopping it.
Kelsey Mitchell lays it up and in there.
Gets her own miss. Someone forgot about Smith. Someone forgot about Smith.
What's more impressive is her awareness under pressure. Double teams? No problem. She reads defenses like a veteran and adapts in real time. Caitlin's basketball IQ is through the roof, and it shows in the decisions she makes with the ball. Then there's her leadership. Caitlin plays with a fiery intensity, and it's contagious.
Now Clark trying to make something happen. Behind the back. Backs the basket and gets her first field goal in style.
Nice shot there for Rebecca Allen. Also played Christy Wallace on Team Australia. But this Indiana offense is playing with some serious pace. And Clark has 7 assists in the first quarter.
And all of them are above the break except for 1 corner triple. Averaging almost 3 per game.
And there's been many times early in this season where that has not been the case and have allowed too much dribble penetration.
Well, and it allows them, oh, what a dime. My goodness, the pass from Clark to Katie Lou Samuelson.
It's about being confident in who you are and your ability, and it's not about your competition, who you're playing. It's about being confident in who you are.
Caitlin Clark with pull-ups got 16.
He and Gainbridge down there might be worn out by the end of the year. She's had a couple shots from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse logo. Here's Clark on the drive and the finish.
Turning the corner right here, doing a good job of attacking off the bench, that.
But I told us the other day, I know I'm going to get grabbed, I'm going to get chucked. Backdoor, Clark lays it in as she loses Lainey Hamilton. Clark and Lainey Hamilton getting into it a little bit verbally.
Just a great cut backdoor by Caitlin Clark.
You can see it in her teammates' reactions. The energy she brings lifts the entire team. She's vocal, she's confident, and she leads by example. Whether her team is up by 20 or down by 10, Caitlin is always locked in, rallying her squad and pushing them forward. And let's not forget about her clutch gene. Need a bucket with the clock winding down? Caitlin delivers. Time and again, she has stepped up in the biggest moments, hitting buzzer beaters and clutch shots that leave crowds stunned. She lives for the big stage and thrives under pressure. She's not just inspiring the next generation. She's making everyone believe in what's possible when talent meets hard work and fearless determination. In a game that's constantly evolving, Caitlin Clark is ahead of the curve. A player with the heart of a champion, the mind of a coach, and the game of a legend. If you enjoyed those insane highlights and jaw-dropping plays, make sure to give this video a like and drop a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing basketball content, highlights, and player breakdowns just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.